Welcome, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy, the legendary, the new legal, at your front door in these Xbox streets, knocking hard, saying thank you all for all y'all support. Thanks for allowing us to do what we do, and thank you for allowing us to showcase what we love to do. Tonight, it's Crackdown 3, and I got two special guests with me tonight. One is chilling in the party, and if he gets his PC working and everything, he's going to come on in and join us. If not, he's chilling with us anyway, man, because it's my homeboy, man. He goes by the name of Odo T. Reaper in the building. He needs no introduction. The other one, he's a legend in his own right. Detroit, Michigan. He's a Siberian tiger. My man, old school road gamer, one of the OGs in these streets. My big brother, the Sherminator in the building. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on? Good to be with you this glorious evening. Thanks again for inviting me to hang out with you, and looking forward to having a good time, especially firing up a true underrated classic, Crackdown 3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You sounded good, my man. You sounded good, my man. And we're gonna get to it. We're gonna be all over the place tonight. This is off topic, man. So whatever comes to mind, we're gonna talk about it. But I'm gonna start off first with it. I'm tired of leaks. I'm tired of rumors. Man, listen. If you're not hearing it from Microsoft's department, you don't trip. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, it's not like we have agents in these fields, man, and Microsoft is deploying Ghost Recon fans around these street corners, and they sitting around here in social media with all kinds of scoops and dupes. Nah, man, listen, it ain't working like that. Microsoft is a very, very professional company. It's not working like that, people. So you don't have to go bonkers because you're hearing something and it may not be to your liking. Well, listen, man, just give it a while, let it sit for a minute, and things will happen. In the meantime, keep stuff where it needs to be, up under the rug until notice. And if it ain't popping up, then you know it's true. It's not true. And if it pops up, then you know it's true. But to go crazy over rumors and leaks, it's just, come on, man. It's beyond us now. We know how to do this. So, with no further ado, man, Sherminator, I wanted to just say that. Getting tired of these leaks, man, and this nonsense out here. People just running with stuff because they ain't got nothing to talk about. We got plenty to talk about tonight. And hope you guys sit
Hey,
back, relax,
legal.
and let's get
I'm
it done.
gonna. I got my thing up, so just send me another invite once I leave.
All right, no problem, man. No problem. We got T Reaper coming up in here. We're gonna get him where he needs to be. All right, so there you go. I sent it. Tech, are you getting my invite? Because I've been
Yes,
sending
in
it to
fact,
you.
yes, and I clicked on it, and it said it was connecting, and then it said network error. So I just got another one, so let me go ahead and sync up with that.
We're trying to
It says
co-op, man.
connecting.
I don't know if
It says
he's
connecting, please wait.
all right. I don't know what's
And
going
that's what
on.
it said
Every
last
time
time.
we every time we
So,
try to do something, it
ah,
always
I
something.
think
Up,
it,
up, up,
no,
up.
no, I think we're good. We're
All
good.
right, are we good?
It says joining session in 20 seconds.
Okay, here we go. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So Sherminator, man. What's been
Yes,
on your
sir.
mind, man? There's a lot of stuff to talk about out here in these gaming streets, man. What comes to your mind first and foremost, and express it, man. Because my thing is, I'm just getting sick and tired of these leaks, man. These leaks that ain't true. These rumors that are just dumb, and people running with it, just going crazy, man. My thing is this: the Xbox Series X is all I need to know. It is what it is, and I can't wait to get it. That's it. All the stuff, man, I'm not really intrigued with. I could care less. And unless it's, unless something like this Xbox buying Sega thing goes through, that probably the biggest thing in gaming history as far as impactfulness. So unless that happens, man, I really don't care, man. I really don't care.
Well, well, first of all, I agree 100% with everything that you just said over the past 2, 3 minutes. You know, people, it's just been my experience that people, when it comes to gaming rumors, people really feed off of that simply because, number one, depending on what else is going on in their regular everyday lives, well, it's really nice to, I guess, have that ability to speculate. I mean, look, let's be honest. Speculation within the gaming industry is really nothing new. It's just with the advent of social media and the increased proliferation of the internet, it's just easy for it to just spread like wildfire.
Right.
So, I mean, back in the day, and when I say back in the day, I'm talking about in the, some would say the golden age of gaming, in the 80s, the 90s. We're talking the Sega Genesis era, the NES era. Rumors were flying, but it just took longer for it to go from point A to point B, because realistically, the only way a rumor could really gain traction was through the gaming magazines that existed at the time.
Right.
And which back then it was kind of okay, because as fast as a rumor kind of took to spread, then a new rumor would kind of just overtake it, simply because, you know, your average gaming mag would come out maybe once a month or maybe once every other month, depending on which magazine it was. And so then you had the individual writers of those magazines would say, oh, my sources tell me this and my sources tell me that. And let's be honest, almost half of them weren't true, but they could get away with it, because by the time it was either verified or debunked, well, it was time for the new issue to come out, and the readership would, I'm not saying that their attention span was shorter than it is now. I mean, it would be actually ridiculous to say so, because with the instantaneous nature of the internet, your attention span could be basically as long as a mirror.
That's right.
before it's time for it to move on to something else. But my point being is that it's just so easy to get caught up with the notion that, oh, this is something that's new, and it's really not. Now, I think it's just a lot easier for your ridiculous claims to gain an audience. And
Right.
again, for the same reason, because of, even if you and I have an audience of, say, 40 people, well, those 40 can turn into 80, which can turn into 160, depending on who they're talking to. And that's just us. Now, if you're somebody else with an audience in the thousands, well, then it's really easy for that to gain traction. And it doesn't necessarily have to be true. So with that being said, going back to your original statement,
Yeah, because I'm waiting
hey,
on you to get in here. Your
yeah,
man's
you know
been
what?
punching on this
I'm looking
button.
at,
I'm cracking up. He's he's doing
you know
some
what?
major lookups, man. I'm like, I don't know what he's
You
about
know
to
what?
bring out, but he's about to bring out a plane.
It's funny because I'm sitting here. I've got on my screen. It's it's just at the city map, and I'm watching your cursor.
Right.
I'm watching
Moving
your
around you.
cursor just move around. Right. But but yeah. So it's just the bottom line is, if whether it's, and of course we're Xbox people. So if you don't hear it from Phil Spencer's mouth, or from Aaron's mouth, Or, you know what? I'll even go so far as to say, even though technically he's not with Team Xbox anymore, um, even Mikey Barra, if you don't hear anything from Mikey, uh, then I wouldn't put too much
Yeah, if
stock
you're
in it.
talking about right from an outside source, yeah, that's good.
Right,
That's
right,
good to say that.
exactly.
Yeah, from an outside source. If you're
Exactly.
not hearing it from people
Right.
like that, man,
Right, right. I mean,
exactly.
if it's not from Phil, if it's not from Aaron, if it's not from Ibarra, if it's not, well,
Not
you
from
know what?
Rod
And
Ferguson or
right, right,
somebody.
right, right.
Come on,
Rod
people.
Ferguson.
You
I
know.
was gonna say, if it's not from Larry, if it's not from Major Nelson, but you know, the one thing, and I give him props. Major Nelson would
Yeah,
probably
Major
be one
Nelson
of
too.
those type
Yeah.
of, right, right. But you know what? If you notice, over the years, he's been like a steel trap. I mean, you don't necessarily hear much from him unless it's like, all right, it's
You're
time for us
right.
to reveal this or time for us to reveal that. I've always gotten the sense that Larry Herb would be like the perfect super spy. If he got caught behind enemy lines, nah, they're not gonna get any information out of him. I
Right.
mean,
Right. He's swallowing the pill,
they
man.
would spend
He's gonna
right
swallow the pill.
exactly. Man, you know, we might as well let this cat go because he's
Right.
not giving up nothing.
That's right. Can't get
Um,
nothing out of him.
right. So, um, the bottom line is, if it's not coming from anybody within Team Xbox, I mean, yeah, we can speculate, but to treat certain rumors as gospel,
Right.
yeah, you know what? Do what you want, but at the end of the day, you're kind of wasting your time. I mean, now on my end, um, one of the, and I don't consider it a rumor because I haven't really been putting it out there like that, but um, I just have this, man, it's just a gut feeling, and I've had it really since the beginning of the year, that and you touched on it briefly a second ago. I just got this feeling, man, that that Microsoft, if they haven't signed the ink, if the ink isn't dry on the paper, then it's about to be dry. And what that is I truly believe, man, that Microsoft has either purchased Sega or they're about to, just from what's been going on since the beginning of the year with all of these major Sega, as they refer to the Xbox brand, definitely Game Pass, things showing up that have never shown up, not just on a Microsoft console, but just even in the United States, period. So, again, I'm not putting it out there like it's a rumor, but it's just something that I kind of feel could actually be in the works.
Right.
So, you know, I guess we'll see. I really do believe that if E3 was going to happen the way it normally was supposed to, that was going to be the major announcement that Phil was going to release to the public, this E3. But I mean, you know, now that it's going to be all digital,
Right.
you know, he can still do it. But it's just one of those things where I just really feel like, I don't know, man. It's just, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
But if in fact that's to really going to happen, if that announcement is going to take place, oh, I see you. If that announcement is going to take place, then man, like you said, that's going to rock the gaming industry, and it makes sense. It really, really makes sense for it to happen, for a number of different reasons. So,
Yeah, that would be one for the ages, man. That would be one for the ages. That's just something
oh
like
yes,
that, man. I mean, it would really have to. It would really have to put some muscle into some certainty because, man, that's about the only damn thing I can basically uh, even make my ears, man. relative of hearing, because the rest of the stuff is just nonsense, man.
Well, see, the thing is, it would serve a multi-purpose, but especially from the standpoint of, you know, people have said for decades
I'm about to start some
that
stuff.
I see, I'm watching you. I'm on the overpass above you. I'm looking right at you.
Yeah,
You trying to
I'm
get
about to
some
get
junk
some.
started.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Uh-huh. See, you know what? Why'd you go do that,
I know
man?
it's gonna get
Sucking
some
them in the
stuff
black
started,
hole.
right?
You
Get some stuff
got that
started.
black hole bomb
I
going,
gotta,
man.
I
What?
gotta find some villains, man. Go find some villains and. But yeah, man, it's just at a point
Well,
where I think it gets dead. But that's why I try to stay overall just gaming, because it can get out of hand, man. It can get to where people start thinking things that they don't really need to be thinking, man. And when you get like that and you get your hopes up, and then when things don't go your way, then you got your opinion to be talking about, and you want to express yourself, but it never really was what you wanted um, to come into fruition in the first place. You made that up in your heart because you figured you heard something, and you thought that's what it should be. So, I mean, if it's not coming from Microsoft people, just enjoy your gaming. Um, it's good to do some research, and it's good to, um, see what's being said and things like that. But the final result is, if Microsoft hasn't officially announced anything, then it's just not here, man. It's just not here. And sometimes, man, you
well,
just
see,
gotta say, listen, a lot of this stuff is just nonsense. Get back to gaming and worry about that, man, because I'm telling you right now, my words, Microsoft is gonna have a lot of gaming for you in the future. A lot of gaming. So get ready, because you're not gonna really have time to be sitting around worrying about a stupid rumor or anything like that soon. So, get yourself together, play some of these back catalogs you got, knock them all out, and get ready for Xbox Series X, man. You heard it from the legal man.
well, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to, if in fact the
Ah, I
uh,
found
the
something.
Sega, which if in fact the Sega deal is true, one of Microsoft's biggest issues, just from uh, a gaming standpoint and a demographic standpoint, is who you shooting at?
Yeah, I got these
Uh,
bad boys. I found some enemies now.
yeah, I see you got the automatic. Uh, you got the automatic turrets activated. The one thing when it comes to what some have said has always been in gaming. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you've done. Now they're coming after me. That's cool though. It's all good. No, it's all good. It's all good. Don't you know what? You're gonna make me go
I
ahead.
got you, fam.
What I told you yesterday? What I told you yesterday? You're gonna make me go ahead and call that doggone a half tank.
Oh yeah,
Uh, boy, don't make me. Don't as they say in the D in Detroit. Don't
right,
make me get up.
man. I know that's right, man. I
Don't make
got you.
me get up.
Don't even worry, man. They ain't
Uh,
gonna do nothing.
no, I'm not. I'm not worried at all, brother.
I got
Um,
us. It's
oh,
funny,
there
man.
we
I like
go.
throwing this orb up. But yeah, man. It's
Nah,
at the end of the day, man. Like I said, we get bored. It's easy to get bored. So once you get bored, man, it's easy to start coming up with stuff, and
oh yeah,
it's just easy to do that. And so, I see a lot of us, us Xbox fans, man. We just want a game. We'll leave all the politics up for those that sit in the big offices that run these businesses, but we're not one of them. We're
right.
gamers, man. So we just want to play these games, man. At the end of the day, we just want to play these games. I could care less about anything that I can't control. I can control
Right.
what I spend. So if I want this game, well, let me have it. If I can't get it, then tell me how can I get it. and we'll just leave it at that because all the other politics stuff, what we gonna do about that? What, you gonna develop a game and put it out there for everybody to play? No. So all right then. So why are we tripping? You know? Why is
Right.
anybody tripping? It's just, it's crazy, man. And then we wonder why, you know, even the gaming media gets off track because hey, man, once they find out that we act like that and we respond like that to certain things, then guess what they're gonna do? That's what they're gonna feed off of. So if we don't
Oh,
feed
of
off of
course.
stupid rumors and all that nonsense, they'll stop doing it.
Well, see, and you're absolutely right. But here's the thing: when people actually do that, it kind of, like you said, it causes them. It provides how can I put it? It provides a certain level of it provides man, I'm trying to think of the right terminology. Um, it gives it not only does it give them something to do, but it actually uh, gives them something else to feed into because it's sad to say, but certain people just they feed off that negativity,
That's true.
and uh, so at the
That's
end of the
true.
day, yeah,
Be
it's
feeding
it's
off that energy too, man.
oh yeah, yeah, they do, and it's unfortunate because uh, I would like to believe that when the Series X comes out, that maybe just maybe uh, they'll not focus so much on just the smallest uh, uh, the smallest bit of negativity, whatever that might be. Um, but at the end of the day, if that's what they choose, can we really do anything about it?
Can't do nothing about
Maybe.
it.
Yeah,
But
maybe
ignore it.
not.
Right, ignore it. That's about it.
Right.
But you're right. Really can't like do anything about it. What cracks me up is people act like they live and die off that stuff, man. Off of
Right,
rumors.
right, right. Ooh. Uh-oh. I saw that.
Off of rumors, sure. That's the problem I have. I mean, if it's not credible, man, just laugh at it. Just have fun with this
Right.
stuff. Like, don't take it too serious, you know? Sometimes the rumors are here just so that it can spark an interest. I'm not saying that rumors are always bad. I'm just saying know how to use them. Know how to know construct use constructive rumors. You know, use rumors
Right,
that can
right.
be constructful, man. Not just there just because they're there, just because they could be used.
Oh, big boy coming.
Yeah, this game is hilarious, man. I like Crackdown 3. It's fun, man.
Oh, I love it,
Just
man.
blowing up stuff. You know what I'm
Love
saying?
it.
I just need a game that I can just blow up stuff.
Right.
And thanks for coming out, Shermanator. And I want to say something tonight, man. Um,
Come on. Don't wait.
Shermanator is part of the Microbox team, and Microbox of X, man, deserves all the attention that he can. He's a stand-up guy. He's part of the underground, like I am. You know, we work hard at what we do because we enjoy what we like, and we like to share that. You know, and
Right.
Microbox built him a little Xbox community over there, and you know, and he's got a good following, and you know, I can relate to that. Um, he's always polite, man. He's always respectful. The guy, you know, has a beautiful family, and you know, we know that Microbox of X has been out of the scenes for a little bit, but we know why, you know, and we're always going to be here for him. Shermanator is part of his original crew. Shermanator uh, has been supporting me for a few months now, and I
Oh, it's been
mean,
longer than that.
well, yeah, yeah, just figuratively speaking.
Right.
But you're right, it's longer than that. But he came over here due to the absence of Microbox, and he's been helping me out and on talking points, and just enjoying what we do over here in Direct Gaming. He's like a big brother to me, man. We family, and but by no means, um, you know, is he over here because he's not Microbox of X. He's not part of that family. He is that family. He's never left that family. Um, well, I want to make that clear, and we're going to be seeing Microbox real soon. I
Yeah.
can't wait to have him on. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to even join his show. And we hope that some of his fans will appreciate what I do, and some of my fans will appreciate what he does. And so we're going to collaborate and join forces, man. Like in these underground streets. I mean, Microbox of X is somebody that we truly respect, and we wanna branch out and show him more support. We think that he deserves it, and I know Shermanator believes that, um, and I definitely do. So we don't see a problem with unifying sometimes, and I want some of my fans to know him because he's a good friend of mine, and you guys, I wouldn't be knowing who Sherm is today if it wasn't for Microbox of X, and because he invited me on his show back in the day, and that's how I met Shermanator, and I'm glad that that happened. So I'm very grateful that that happened. Another person I want to talk about is a dear friend of mine, the mighty mighty Hebot. Um, Hebot's been with me in my gaming group since the beginning. That big doggy right there, man, I can't say enough about. He's an extraordinary gaming historian. Giving him a chance to talk, man, and listening to his feedback and the things that he knows, man. I can't get enough of that guy, man. That guy, I could sit there and listen to this guy talk about gaming all day. That's
Oh
how
yeah.
Hebot is. He's just it's crazy, man. The stuff that he knows and his story. I know his story. When he told me his story, it's a very sad story. He doesn't make stuff up, and Hebot doesn't hide behind nothing. He is what he is, and he lets you know if he's not around, it's due to this and this and this. We know Hebot's a family man. Like these guys are family men. First of all, they're men.
Right.
They're men Shermanator. They take care of their
Right. Right. Right.
families.
Right.
How
They got
how
their priorities right.
that's right. How is it that men like me and you uh we oversee that? We don't because we're men. And I just want people to know that these guys really take care of their families. They're stand-up guys, man. Um Hebot's sons, I've gained to know. These guys are gamers, man. Them youngsters, bro, put in work on
Oh
you.
yeah.
They see you talking about their dad. They don't too much say something, but they
Mm-hmm.
know who's who. You guys ain't gonna get on them sticks with them dudes, man. Them dudes will embarrass you. Hebot knows that, but Hebot's a cool dude. He doesn't like all that real type drama stuff. He knows how
Right.
to do a real console war without all that nonsense. But his sons one day might get a hold of you. His sons might grow tired one day, and they might just get a hold of you and test you on some things. Cause them boys right there, boy, they got some skills, man. I've seen them in action. But I wanted to say something about him. I wanted to say something about Israel Rulez, man, the guy that I met on gaming articles, and he was going up against them Sony fans, just and it wasn't really like he was going up against them. He would just be saying stuff that they pretty much didn't want to hear, they didn't like, and so they would attack him on the articles and stuff, man. These is like 5 years ago stuff, man. And I'll be in them articles, man, and then we met like that. So we got on Facebook. This guy, decided to make a gaming group, man, and bring me in there, and we haven't looked back, man. And this guy, you don't ever hear about him, but he's a good friend of mine. He's a Texas connection. He's down there. He's an H-Town representative from Houston. He's down there in Texas doing big things, man. He's in the streets for real. I don't know if he's still doing this, but I remember at one point he was helping people out, man, with a lot of diseases and things like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he does a lot of community work, and I mean these are the people that are involved in the Xbox streets, man. And I have a lot of respect for. Um, people out of the DX Mansion, man, who are just members and good people that just come in and support us. Uh, People like Ziggy Stardust, man, who just comes in and supports, man. People like my man Ted Striker 300, man, just
Right,
comes in and
right.
supports. I mean, I can name a whole bunch of people. My man Jizzle Gaming, just people that always support from the start, man, from the heart. You know, that don't ask for much. Like tonight, man. Today I hit up my boy Tough Man. Tough Man comes in, man, and helps me get that cold train. Just like that. My man, Mini Lloyd, my teammate, one of my teammates from the Voltron crew, from the Gears of War 3 era. I hit him up. These people I've been playing with for years, man. I hit them up and we get it done. When I want to get it done, I know who to hit up. And we always got each other's backs, no matter what, man. I just think that the community of Xbox itself, not people that have their stars and stripes, just the common gamers of the Xbox community is doesn't get talked about enough. Sherman, they
No,
just don't, man. And here on Direct
no.
Gaming, man, we want to just make sure that every now and then, man, we want y'all to know that y'all are just as
We're looking
important as
out.
anybody else, man. That you may hear. We're not. First of all, our channels don't exist without the viewers, man. So it's not really
Right.
us, man. It's y'all. Y'all are the superstars. If you want to be honest, man, rich people need rich people need consumers. So it's not, we got it twisted, right? You're looking at them like they're the ones you ought to be looking at, but they're looking at you like, man, please support whatever I'm doing, please, please, please. They're looking at y'all like y'all the last of the dying breed. They really need y'all.
Right.
And when you and
That's
when you
right.
t- and when you take a minute and slow down a little bit and you feel appreciative, because man, there was a lot of times a lot of people made fun of my channel, man. It's not the most glorious thing, but I had to start relishing in the fact that hey, I'm underground, man, and I kind of like being underground. I kind of like representing the underground because I'm a gamer, man. I stick to my core. I'm not a YouTuber, man. I'm not. You know, um, man, I'm a gamer. Just so happen to have a YouTube platform. That's pretty much what I am. I'm not no
Right.
I'm not no YouTuber, man. I put money all out and stuff, man. I play my games, man. As you can see, I do what I do, and I just wanna I wanted to put that out there, man, because I didn't want to put out too many names, but just to know that the Xbox Live community has been good to me, man. All them guys out on Twitter, I have fun with these people, man. I may not know them personally, but I know them from
Mm-hmm.
social media, man. And Sherm, they good people, man. And sometimes when you're having a bad day, it's just good, man. Regardless of some of them, man, they be even on the PlayStation side. But we can laugh, we can joke, man, because they're not really. They have an understanding that, man, it's all fun and games. We poke fun, we jab, but we're not serious about it. But we're not
Right.
trying to
Right.
hurt people, you know, to the core and stuff like that. We're not doing that. We're not about that. And when you're having a bad day, man, and you see these cats, man, and they make you laugh, that's what it's all about. We got coronavirus out right now, sir. Serious business,
Right.
man. People dying out here, sir. This ain't this
Yep.
ain't something that's just, oh, we
No
take a
joke.
medicine. Right. We take some medicine and it's over with, man. We got people out here dying. There's people with loved ones sick, alien and stuff, man. So,
Mm-hmm.
man, in this time where people are playing video games, coming together. It's a positive situation, man, going on right now. Who would have thought, man, that after all these years, gaming be made fun of, but now gaming is like saving people, man. It's keeping people out of these streets, man, where they could possibly be sick. Nobody's complaining about you on that Xbox now. you
Right.
know? Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like where we was at from the start. We wanted to tell people, we were trying to show people that gaming is positive, man. It's healthy. It's if you're not making friends in real life, since you can always make a friend with somebody online and have that friend for years to come, man. You know,
That's right.
it
That's
is
right.
what
I'm
it
living
is.
proof of that.
That's right. Years and years at a time, man. Still have that friend. And then you know what? If you don't have a way to connect, hey, you got your Xbox on, you can reach out to them, send messages to people, man, see how they're doing and things like that, man. It's a beautiful thing. So I wanted to just
Hmm.
stop, man, and show some appreciation, not only to some people I know, but to the Xbox community itself. Whether you're on social media with me, gaming group, over there in these gaming streets, on live, hit me up personally. Um, we just have Xbox in common, man. I just want to say the new legal and the direct gaming family. Just want to say, man, we appreciate all of you guys for all that y'all do. Thank y'all for supporting us, man. Thank you, Sherminator, for taking out your time to just talk and discuss things, because we don't really have to have a topic. We just get in here and talk, man, and you know we appreciate one another. So
Right.
we're gonna have plenty of times to be talking about news and stuff. You don't want to wear that stuff out every day, man. Everybody don't want to hear about news all the time, man. Sometimes you just want to hear some good old positive stuff, man. And that's what
Right.
this show is about, man. We touch on a few things, but in a sense, man, we just want to say thank you. You know, really, just want to say thank you, man, because this stuff
Well, yeah.
takes work. It takes work, man, and you gotta love to do what you do.
Well, yeah, exactly. And especially with all the craziness that's going on right now,
Yeah.
um, it really makes you, or at least it should, make you really appreciate, um, what's oh man, I've missed this game. um,
I'm telling you, man, just
I
blowing up
just
stuff.
remembered how to do something. No, it's just something I just remember how to do, and I don't know if you can see me, but
Where
I'm
are you now? There
way
you
up.
are. There you are. I see you now.
Yeah, I'm up here on the jet stream, and I'm just knocking them out from floating in the sky with my rocket launcher.
Yeah, the rocket launch is dope, especially the one that's a heat
Yeah,
seeker one. The heat seeker one is my favorite one.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, with everything that's going on, um, it just makes you really want to. At least it should uh, make you appreciate like just the things that you would normally either just take for granted or just not even pay too much attention to. I mean, and I know it sounds cliche, but
Right.
that's actually that's actually I don't think it's cliched at all, um, because it's just one of those things that you just have to recognize now.
Right.
Um, I mean, again, we want to keep it uh, somewhat lighthearted, but still, the reality is that this stuff is actually going on,
Right.
and it's one of those type of things where if you don't really, if you haven't set aside a time to really take like a personal inventory of um, your personal relationships, um, and be that for us married folk, um, um, people like that who maybe because of the rigors of normal every average everyday life, You know,
Right.
we don't get a chance to spend as much time with our families.
Right.
Um, and for those of you who don't have families, who are single, you know, uh, well, you know, I mean, just seek out people that you know who really have your back, who are really your true friend. I know how much you appreciate them. Watch out,
Right.
my bad.
Because no, you're
I,
fine because you're right, man. Because
yeah,
even like tonight, man, we had Reaper on, right? He may be having some difficulties, but at the same time, man, I know that he tried. I know he wanted to be a part of it, and like I
right, right,
said,
right,
Reaper is one of those guys, man. I hit up, he's always ready. This guy is Xbox ready, man. He's Windows 10 PC. He's both. This guy has the complete package, man. And
right, right,
like I said, man, we really truly appreciate each other, and these guys, man, you know, they know that I know that they put in work. It's just like when I met T Reaper, man. I met T Reaper off of Upload Studios, right? With all his gaming clips of the Halo games he was playing. This dude is a Halo king, man. This cat knows his Halo, man. I mean, this dude was putting in work. And so that's how we met because he was checking out some of my stuff. I think it was Titanfall / Gears stuff, at the time.
mm-hmm.
And we would be hitting the top charts. We would be hitting up there. But I know Reaper when they would do the Halo stuff, Reaper stuff would always be up in the top spots all the time. So I would be like, yo, that dude right there is always up there, man. My Titanfalls will be up there. By Gears, was just getting to get up there. But you remember Gears, it wasn't so big at that time because they hadn't really had a game out for it yet like that. But when Upload Studios was out for that year, that Titanfall was out there in 2014, 2000. What Uploads like stopped around 2015, I believe, when it started going downhill. But
Mm-hmm.
I remember his stuff, man. And so, like I said, these guys, they put in work. They game. They really are about the Xbox community, man. They really are about being positive up in there. Even though and a lot of times, man. Hey, we come from the console war, the toxic console war, and all that stuff. A lot of us come out of that, man. We know what all that's about, but you don't stay in it. You don't live in it. Get in there, you
Right.
learn the ins and outs. You learn the ins and outs, man. And you do better. You do better, man, because once you realize
Well,
that's about
hopefully.
yeah, you're supposed to do better, man. You don't stay in something like that. So it's just the way it is, man. I hear you, T Reaper. I see you, man. But like I said, man, it's what it is, man. We tend to appreciate each other, man. There's a lot of people out here that 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 don't get the recognition, that they deserve, man. But I'm here just to tell you, man. I like the underground. I like the rawness. I like that stuff, man. I like the fact that people put their gaming first and let their gaming do the talking. I like seeing stuff like that, man, because that's what I'm all about, man. That's where I come from. And so, man, it's like I said, I know that, when we was doing direct gaming, man, there was times when my audios and stuff wasn't right. There was times when things would mess up. But let me tell you something, man. I told myself I'm gonna use my Microsoft Xbox stuff, right? I'm gonna use it because I'm representing Xbox. So yeah, you may see me on Mixer, man. You're gonna see me on Mixer. You're gonna see me using the Xbox stuff, and I'm gonna be here. So when it's all said and done, when it's looking pretty, no one can say, "Well, I did this, I switched up, or I did that." Nah, I was right here the whole time. I was
Right.
doing this the whole
Exactly.
time. You see what I'm saying? And as it got better, I appreciated it. And I mean, like I keep saying, man, I just wanna, make a little bit of section make a little room for those out there in these real gaming streets that You know, just like me, man, we represent the underground. So hang in there. Like I said, want to edify. We're in a time that's rough, but I want to edify, man. I just want to say, hey, man, I see y'all. You know, I see you doing what you do, and you're enjoying what you're doing. And the new legal appreciate your work if nobody else does, man. So salute to the Xbox community. Salute to all my comrades out there, man.
Oh, where am I at? Oh, there
And
I am.
like me and Sherminator, we're playing this Crackdown 3. We don't care what y'all think. We're playing it. We're having fun, man.
Man, I've never cared about what anybody thinks when it comes to this game. Man,
This
this
was your game,
game,
brother. This
bruh, this game right here, this game
you
was,
you've been saying that since day one, bro. Like
man,
Sherminator
this
loves this
game,
game, bro.
bruh, this Crackdown 3, uh, Crackdown 3 is a prime example of what happens when, well, you know what? Actually, this goes into what we were talking about right at the start. Crackdown 3 is a game that shows exactly uh, what happens when you got unsubstantiated rumors about a game that's coming. So
Right.
people,
There you go.
I don't know if you recall, I don't know if you recall, but when Crackdown 3 first hit the scene, uh, there were some folks that said, oh, it's going to look like it's going to be, Crackdown style gameplay, but it's going to look like Gears of War. I
Right.
remember reading that from a couple of folks.
Right.
And, I'm like, wait a minute. The developers never said that. Um, um, Microsoft never said that.
Right. They was like, I remember when they
That
was talking about how it was gonna look because of the trailer back in 2014. I remember all that.
right. And it's like, okay, first of all, that was 2014. A lot can change in those many years. Oh, really? Y'all gonna do that? Okay, that's fine. I got something for you.
Oh, we got
Uh,
something for 'em. They trying to bring out the big
you
boy.
know,
Okay, let's go. Let's do it to them then. Let's put them out there. Put them out their misery. We got this.
hmm so it was one of those scenarios like, wait a minute, why are you guys even talking that smack? And when Microsoft didn't say anything, um, uh, Microsoft didn't say anything. The developers, thank you, sir, I appreciate that. The
Gotcha.
developers didn't say anything. It was just a whole bunch of hearsay,
Right.
and it was like, um, at the end of the day, it was basically people uh, putting out there what they felt like the game should be like.
Right.
Um, and you know, that's fine, but be realistic.
Right.
And for whatever reason, they didn't. They chose not to. And when it was revealed what the game was really going to be about, now personally, I thought, um, especially if you looked at what, man, where did that come from? Especially if you looked at uh, what the first one, what Crackdown 1 was looking like, and then Crackdown 2, you look at that, and then when you see how Crackdown 3 looks, I really thought it was a step forward. And and
Oh heck yeah,
and,
man. This
and
game is
then too,
way step forward, man. Like it ain't even a contest, man. That's not even
well,
up for
see,
grabs. You're right about that, brother.
but here's the thing. Um, um, Crackdown, and it's so funny to me because I remember when Crackdown 3 first released. I mean, I was one of those, and I know I wasn't the only one. I'm sure there are people who won't admit it, but when Crackdown 3 debuted, um, it was one of those games where like so many people, um, so many people immediately downloaded it. I mean, immediately.
Yeah, you remember that?
Um,
Because they wanted to know.
and oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And interestingly enough, I remember the developers were saying that like that first month that it was out, it was like the number one. It was the number one game.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was the number one played. It was
yeah,
played.
it was the
Yep.
number one played game. Oh, oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, I just got a, I just got a diamond achievement. Uh, and so, those are always nice. Um, but yeah, it was the number one game as far as gameplay. And um, when shortly afterwards, when people were, you had certain people, especially in the gaming media, you had certain people who were, kind of poo-pooing the game as far as the way it looked and et cetera, et cetera. And I couldn't, seriously, I really couldn't understand what it was that they were griping about. But then as I'm playing the game, it was something about it that I kept thinking to myself, man, this game reminds me of something, some other game, and I couldn't put my finger on it. I mean, for a couple of months, 2, maybe 3 months. And then one day, I don't know what it was, but one day I just had this urge to play Sunset Overdrive. So I went on ahead and fired up Sunset Overdrive. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Sunset Overdrive and
Hmm.
Crackdown 3 play a lot alike. And so then once that realization hit me, man, I'm telling you, I was like, wow, it was like an epiphany. But then once that epiphany hit me, I'll be honest with you, I got kind of angry because, and I'm sure before I say it, do you know why I got angry when I realized that the two games are similar?
What made you angry?
Well, because I'm sure you remember, as do a lot of people, when Overdrive was released. I mean, everybody loved that game.
Right.
The gameplay, the visual style, uh, um, everything about Sunset Overdrive was just, I mean, everybody loved it, and
Right.
rightfully so. So then you turn around, and then Crackdown 3 shows up, and the same people that were going on and on about Sunset Overdrive and how good it looked and how good it played, the stuff you could do, the weapons, et cetera. Those same people turn around and once they got their hands on Crackdown 3, and not even their hands on it, because a lot of the hate that Crackdown 3 received was before the game was even released. I don't
Yo, it
know if
was
you
just
recall
blind.
that.
It was just blind hate. Remember that?
Right,
Just
right,
blind
right,
hate.
right. Exactly. So, for me, I'm thinking to myself, like, well, wait a minute. Why are people like, just like really, why are they tripping on this game when Sunset Overdrive
Well, you know
has
what?
a lot of the same
Let me
formula?
say this. Let me say this. Our cartoony games are like this. It's not like we're running around as a muskrat, and I'm just saying you can have a kitty game and you can have a kitty game. Like
Hmm.
I'll put this down for you. Like
I
our
appreciate
kitty,
that.
yeah, our kitty games are like this, man. They're still grown men games, like building this dude up, man. I love this suit, man.
Oh man,
I
I
can't
mean,
wait.
yeah,
You know what, man? Honestly, I can't wait to see this game on the Xbox Series X, man. I
man,
mean, this game is beautiful. That city
yeah.
right there at night when it lights up,
Oh yeah,
man, with this real
yeah.
time weather effects, look, the weather is
Hmm.
actually moving out. Hey, man, this stuff is crazy when the city's lit at night. man, and you see all the wax on these cars, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful game. I just have fun blowing it up, and like I said, man, I want them to to come out with another Crackdown, man. We know by the ending that there is now a continuation.
Be quiet, because I
Um,
never finished it.
no, I'm just gonna say that we know that there's a continuation. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
there's no
Yeah,
spoiler
how it
alert.
ends. Don't say how it ends.
Right.
Thank you. I
Not gonna tell you
appreciate that.
exactly. Not gonna tell you how it ends, man. But you're gonna be like, yes. So just make sure you watch everything, Sherman. Make sure you watch everything when you beat this game, man. Make sure you do.
Well, I
Because I
really hope
know
that they do.
because I know you're still that guy, man, that just goes around blowing up. This dude, I'm telling y'all, man, I've never seen somebody love. We're still like Sherm, just beat the game. He doesn't even want to
Man,
beat it because
no,
he has
no,
so much fun
no,
on it. He's like,
man.
yo, and you know what? I was like that with Castlevania 2, man. When I saw the introduction to Castlevania 2, and my man gets up off the throne and he starts biting the knights, I was like, I can't play this game, man. The introduction was so raw that I was like, I don't even want to beat it, man, until I know there's a Castlevania 3 coming out. Then I want to play it because I just don't even want to do myself like that, man. So I know exactly how you feel when you really, really like a game, man. You get that feeling, and that's some funny stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, when it came to this game, uh, I it was two things I wanted to do. I just wanted to, like, it's rare when, you get a game that shows up where it literally lets you do whatever you want to do and you don't get penalized for it.
That's
So,
facts.
if you just want to just run around town and and and
That's right.
and just cause mass destruction, you can do that. If you want to do half and half, mass destruction and halfway complete the missions, you can do that. There's no time limit as far as, like, okay, you only got a set amount of time to finish this mission before you lose certain attributes. Okay, they don't. It's not set up that way. So it's a true freedom type experience. You can play you can play this game honestly any kind of way you want.
That's right.
And for me, my thing was always like, okay, I want to just run around, blow stuff up. But then certain times when I want to play the game, I would play it and I would do the missions, but I also would do the sub missions. And my thing was, if when I finish the game, I want to finish it and I want to go through every single submission. Um, and that's just the way I want it. The game gives you the freedom to do that, and I just love it. And then, like you were saying earlier, the way you power your guy up, I mean, it's truly like you're a superhero that's discovering your
Now,
newfound
now did
abilities.
y'all just see that? Yeah, because you're right, Sherm. I threw this truck sideways, man, and this game had the nerve to show the tire screech on the pavement, man. I threw it
Yeah,
sideways. So it's little
yeah,
stuff like that that I appreciate in
yeah.
Crackdown.
It's
It's
it's attention to
hilarious.
detail.
That's right.
It's attention to detail. And and then another thing that I like, when it comes to the NPCs, the group of characters in the game that are kind of on your side,
Right.
um, and they'll actually help you out as far as going up against your enemies. But what cracks me up is, like, if you just get a little too careless and say you accidentally punch a few of them, or cause an explosion and they
Oh,
get hit,
and they
and
and
if you
they
keep
give you the
doing that
warn.
over and
Oh, they
over,
they coming at you. The
they'll
keys
yeah they'll
the
get
keys to the
mad.
city will be trying. They'll try to revoke the keys to the city from you. That's
Right,
definitely.
man, that cracks me up.
Yeah,
I
that's true
mean,
stuff.
how many games do that?
That's right.
It's there's just a lot to this game that really, really, the I just give major props to the developers, because they didn't have to do what they did, but the simple fact of the matter is that they didn't really leave too many stones unturned, and the whole, to me, the fun factor is just through the roof on this. And the simple fact that they set it up where you can literally play this game any kind of way you want.
That's it, man.
I
And
mean,
and it,
you
and it
know,
and it's about having fun, man. We wanted to come out here
yeah.
and show you guys some co-op. We wanted to blow some stuff up for about an hour. We wanted to laugh. We
Mm-hmm.
wanted to salute.
Yeah.
We wanted to give back. Thank you all for being a part of this channel, man. I just want to say thanks to everybody that makes it grow, man. Even my man Clutch Kill 69, man, building up an audience out there in the PUBG and the Call of Duty world, man. This guy on PUBG is ridiculous. I also want to shout out to my man Lord Sandler, man, my man Carl Phelps out there and his crew when I was playing that PUBG, man. But the PUBG community, outstanding, man. This dude is building a freaking empire off that stuff, man. It's crazy. People, he comes up on there, man, and now the whole squad of people jump him in the beginning. I mean, because the dude be killing. He be wrecking chicks, getting chicken dinners all the time. I also wanted to shout out to my man Neon Velocity out there, man, on the Gears of War clips, man, and all the stuff that he does, man. I saw him down there at the Halo Outpost, man. He's in one of my videos. And yo, a shout out to that augment of reality, man. I seen it, a part of it, put it on. I've done it. And man, that's a whole. Don't even come to me like I keep saying. Don't even come to me talking about VR until you done that. Until you done that, you don't know half the deal of the capabilities that gaming can bring forth to us, man. That's off the chain. That's an experience that'll just make you say, yeah, man, that right there. If I had a whole lot of money and I had a gym and I could make my gym turn into something like that, oh man, that'd be awesome. That would be
Wait, is that
awesome.
how he's got his set up?
No, that augmented reality when I was down there at the Microsoft Halo Outpost, man. I was a part
Mm-hmm.
of it. But no, I was saying he was there. He was there. I met him there too. So I had put him in one of my videos, man. My Halo Outpost videos. So I mean, but
Okay.
the guy makes great Gears of War content, and it blew me away, man. Cause that's what I'm saying, man. Like you'd be surprised at how many people, man, just put a lot of effort. We work, man. I'm a wind technician, man. I go climb 300 something feet up in the sky. I come home, I'll be tired.
Yeah.
I'll be tired,
Yeah,
man.
man. I,
But
bruh,
I
look,
find
you,
ways of doing this stuff because, man, it's you guys, man. I like doing this stuff, man. I've been doing this though, man. Before social media, man. Before social media, bro. I've been having hosts of guys, my friends. It be yo, they bring their girlfriends over, their cousin girls or whatever. Yo, they be at my crib, man, and we be posted up with our Sega Genesis, and we be playing. We have tournaments, Street Fighter tournaments, Mortal Kombat tournaments, NBA Jam tournaments. We be talking about Nintendo and stuff, or my Nintendo friends would come over. They be talking about the Sega stuff, and it's always been about having fun. The whole community, from the jabbing to just gaming, it's all about the culture, man. Don't get mad because you can't do the culture right, or you got these people over here that are dumb ducks and really don't understand it, and they making it
right.
toxic. Well, that's not what this is about. So I mean, we hit our stretch. We elaborated, man. Sherm, you came out just to sit. This is some front porch on live direct stuff, man. This is a front porch right here. We chilling today, man. So
Right,
Sherm, if
right.
you got any last things to say, man, anything you want to say out there, man, please, man, build it up, man. Put another X block on the corner for 'em.
Well, look, only thing I really have to say is for everybody who is all about positivity in gaming, period, but especially within the Xbox family. Um, don't let the naysayers discourage you. Uh, don't get caught up in the negativity. I mean, and I'm sure I don't have to elaborate on that too much. There's a lot of negative. There's a lot of negative Nancy's out there, so to speak. Uh, and some people, that's just how they're living, and you can't really do that much about them. So that's it, you know, that's just the way. Unfortunately, it's all there. Those type of people are always going to be around. Um, but that doesn't mean you have to be a part of that. So you just do whatever it is you have to do. Stay positive, um, and you know, and just enjoy yourself, enjoy your gaming, um, and especially as it relates to the Xbox brand, because I'm telling you, I just got this feeling, and it's just a really strong feeling that this upcoming generation, man, it's going to be all about Xbox. You know, a lot of people. Um, wait, hang on. Stop listening. I still have my Connect uh, hooked up to my X,
Good stuff.
and right, and it's trying to do some stuff. Um,
Thanks, Reaper.
you know, you know what? It's just what a lot of people don't understand. And it's funny because in regards to the Xbox Series X and this whole new attitude, if you will, uh, that's coming out of Team Xbox, and especially as far as the stuff that Phil and Aaron and Larry and the rest of them are doing, and it's catching a lot of people not only in the industry but just the gamers themselves. They're really like, whoa, what got into Xbox? What got into, you know, everybody over there? Well, see, what a lot of people either don't know or they've forgotten is that of all the consoles, and especially the console launches, of all the consoles that the Xbox has, that Microsoft has put out through Xbox, um, people forget this is the Xbox Series X. This is the very first console that Phil Spencer is 100% responsible for. You know, the Xbox One, nah, he didn't do that.
Yeah, that's not under his title. Right.
Right, the
The Xbox.
360, he
Right.
wasn't responsible for that.
Yeah, he brought
The
it all the way
OG
back to
one,
X. He wants to. It's a rebirth. It's a rebirth, man.
exactly. And so what we're witnessing is what he would have done if he had been in charge, completely in charge of all the other consoles. Um, and what you're witnessing, what everybody is witnessing, is um, Phil Spencer and the way he would go about doing things.
Right.
And I think it's, man, I think it's glorious. Um, just the entire man, man, how did you do that?
I took that minigun. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh yeah,
You
this
got
right here.
this, you
Yeah, I
got this
flipped it.
truck standing straight up.
I blew it up and it just flipped up and that's some funny stuff. Matter of fact, I'm
Man,
standing on top of this bad boy. Let me see if I can stand
oh,
on
that
top of
is
it.
funny.
Oh, I'm rolling out.
Almost,
Oh, hold on.
almost.
I'm on the bottom now. Hold on. I gotta get
Oh,
up
that
there.
is
That's hilarious.
hilarious, man.
Yeah, it is.
I saw it off in the distance, and I'm like, "What is that
I didn't
sticking
even
out
know. I didn't
in the
even know it
freeway?"
did that.
I mean, I was probably
Get
a
up
good
there.
mile away. Up, I think you got it. There you go.
Keeps
Oh, you
dropping me
had it.
off. There. Well, it keeps dropping me off.
Uh,
Up there we
there you go.
go.
You got it. There you
There
go.
we
Okay. See,
go.
is there enough
Now
room
we
for
get.
me up there?
You could. You try to go up here. I got my
Is there enough
minigun up.
room? Yeah, but see, I got to put down this nuclear canister though, and I wish there was something I could throw it at that would cause a nice, good explosion.
But nah,
You know,
nah,
I just throw
Sherm.
it.
Just nah, Sherm. Like, you know, you got anything, man. You know, any shout outs, man. Anything, man.
Oh,
Anything. So we get off this porch, man. We're gonna get off this porch. Our
well, you know
timing is
what?
real good. Our timing is real good, man. We
Okay. Uh, oh wow, it didn't even blow up. Okay, cool. Yeah. shout outs, man. I got a few of them. Uh, Definitely shout out to everybody at the mansion. Shout out to shout out to Microbox.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, you know, I know for a fact because me and Chris,
Hmm.
me and Microbox, we talk on a pretty regular basis, and he he thinks extremely highly of you. I know this for a fact. He's told me so himself. Um, he uh, he considers you he considers you beyond, the way he puts it.
Right.
Um, for those of you who don't know, he's all the way in England,
That's right, man.
and I mean, just an awesome guy. I mean, just extremely classy guy, and very humble. Um, but he knows his stuff. Don't sell him short.
Right.
He is extremely knowledgeable. I knocked you off. My bad.
I wasn't gonna say that. I played it off. I was like, let me
My
go run
bad.
off.
I didn't mean it. I didn't
Let
mean
me
to do
roll off. Let me roll off.
um, yeah. So yeah, big shout out to Microbox. He's and I've said this before. Microbox is a kingmaker,
Right.
and I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Um, he's responsible for a couple of literally successful YouTube careers of folk who don't give him any props, and that's okay because he doesn't sweat it because he knows that his time is coming. Uh, and just big shout out to him. Shout out to everybody uh, over at Project Xbox. Um, Shout out to again. There was a time I used to say that Chris was had me on loan to the mansion, but he doesn't even look at it like that. Um, it's just that and that's a testament to the two of you, the relationship that you and he have. Um, because you you didn't even have to ask. Uh, I don't want to say ask for permission, but you didn't have to just kind of clear things as far as me hanging out with you and the guys at the mansion. But he didn't have any problem with it.
Right.
Uh, and it's just a brotherhood thing. Be truthful,
Right.
it's just a brotherhood thing, and so that's. But you know what? I think that's a testament to just the overall Xbox community. I mean, every community has its share of scrubs,
Right.
but I would like to believe that the Xbox community has more real people in it than what exists in some of these other gaming communities. So just shout out to keeping it real, just keeping it real,
Right.
and
Uh,
regardless of everything that goes on,
Yeah,
just keep on keeping it
all the
real. That will be
moderators,
fine.
man, in the DX mansion, all the admins in the DX mansion. Salute to all you guys. Hey, salute, special salute though, to our brother, man, the General Johnson, aka y'all know, press starting and credits on. He had gotten ill, man. So we're just glad that he's doing better.
Oh, great,
We
excellent.
want to make sure we. I wanted to say that too, man. Just put him out there, single him out because, and
Oh yeah,
all the people that I know, all the people that I know that or I have heard and seen post about, you know, this coronavirus is crazy, man. If you
yeah,
didn't
man.
have it, or if you did. But the fact that if you get checked out, man, and you got it, and I know about it, man, shout outs to y'all as well. Get well. Everybody that I've known in
Yes,
the Xbox
yes,
community, get well, man. We're rooting for
yes.
you.
Everybody's
You have a
yes.
community out here that cares, man. We just
Mm-hmm.
want to say over here, man, we appreciate y'all. Like I said, man, you guys take this time to really appreciate life. Really appreciate that, your life and the things that we take for granted are fragile, man. You could be here today, you could be gone tomorrow. So
Right.
we on this front porch tonight. We're yapping, we're rapping with each other, And like I said, man, I really appreciate my big brother Shermanator. Appreciate T Reaper for coming out, man, chilling with us, even though he had some technical difficulties. But like I said, I appreciate Heba, Sega Forever, Sega Man, 100. Uh, these guys out here, man, that just keep it genuine. Um, man, it's just like I said, man, it's I appreciate the positive and the laughs and even the negatives sometimes, man, because it's all real, you know. Even if even if I got haters, man, out here, it's still real, man. And I don't, like I said, I don't wish no harm on them. You know, I don't wish no
Right.
ill wills on them, man. They just see their side in a
See
different
things
light than I.
differently.
That's right, man. That's all. And we bang out on each other, man, and we poke fun. But but I'm here to say this tonight that I don't take none of it serious. I don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying? And if you get people that are just acting stupid and you start seeing that they kind of weirdos, man, just pull away from them. Remove them. Do what you got to do.
Right.
Because they're
Yeah.
because they're they're the minorities, man. The majority know how to do this. So if they ain't learned how to do this yet, man, and you feel like, hey, you giving them enough time for them to learn, just get rid of them, man. You ain't taking no loss. So,
Right.
hey, man, listen. At the end of the day, this is gaming over here, and this is Di-RREC Gaming. I got my man Shermanator in the building tonight. Hey, man, shout
Yes,
out to my
sir.
man T Reaper. It's the new legal, man. Crackdown 3.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Live. Xbox Community. Elite 2.0 controller, the best in the world. I don't even want to hear about no controllers, man. If it ain't the Elite 2.0, not trying to hear the controllers, all right? Not trying to hear no leaks, not trying to hear no rumors, man. Get all that stuff away from me, man. That's like some old gossipy women, man, that ain't got nothing to do and all peeping out their windows and getting on their phone
Right.
and yapping, man. What we look like over here, man? Yo,
Right.
calm
Right.
it down. Get out of your feelings, man. Manhood over here. And we flexing, man. We just want to say to everybody out there, man, be safe. Take care of your loved ones. And we'll get through this together, y'all. It's Xbox Strong all day. Hey, and until next time, man, keep it gaming. It's all that matters around here, man. It's Di-RREC Gaming. It's new legal. We out of here.
Peace.